Hello everyone, how are you doing? Happy to see you. Welcome to another week of streaming. So, we're taking a break from Valheim this week, because we are going to be looking at DLC for a game that I played last year, called Gearbits, which was pretty cool. Very, very fun indie mech game where you shot a lot of bugs, so it kind of felt like, to be reductive, I guess it kind of felt like a mix of Armored Core and Earth Defense Force. So it was a good time. Uh, and the DLC for this literally released today, so I'm very eager to get into it. It says it's about 10 missions long, so if we go through it and there's still time left over. I'm not feeling worn out yet. Then we'll look at Gearbits Gear Angels, which is a scrolling shooter game that the developer also put out, which also unlocks special rewards for use in the base game. And then if we have time for that, I'll also there's one mech in the base game that I never bothered to unlock. It's one that they talk about really briefly in the game, but I think, yeah, with that, let's get into it. And also, hello, Nat. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. All right. New mission, the Raider Expedition. So this takes place after the base game, after we defeated Ourant, or after we defeated the military forces and blew up all the bugs. And we're going to be playing as some new characters, so this should be interesting. Also, there's another mission. Uh, there's a mission where you like a Christmas mission, which is kind of cute. I played that one offline. Oh, there we go. Holiday special. We'll look at those maybe later as well. Um, one of them has 4 different ways to finish the mission. Exciting stuff. How are we doing? I'm not liking how delayed response is. What is going on? Is that better? I think that's better. I imagine the menu is running at a lot of FPS, which not great. All right. Without further ado, let's get into it. Introduction. How is life on Ourant after the Letopids were exterminated? Oh, and then there's also expansion. I think these are the survival maps. The giant insects menacing Ourant have been exterminated, and peace has returned to the planet. However, not everyone is content to simply enjoy the long-awaited peace. There are people with an unquenchable thirst for wealth, for fame, for adventure. With the insects exterminated, vast regions of the planet are now reachable again. Teams of raiders and salvagers are racing to the remote areas of the planet to reclaim any scrap and valuables left behind when the bugs attack. Some have found wealth in collecting or trading scrap material. Others have found glory and excitement by fighting over the scrap. Competition is fierce. Everyone is a potential rival. Each group of raiders only trusts their own crew. One such crew is about to make a discovery that will involve them in a conflict far beyond their comprehension. Drive away the other raiders and claim the wreck for yourselves. Listen up, everyone. It's our lucky day. Just a few hours ago, a spaceship crashed nearby. It was a big one, too. The material we can salvage from the wreck will net us a handsome bounty. Too bad we weren't the first ones at the site. A group of freebooters has already shown up and taken the wreck. They're sitting around like they own the place, but I bet those scallywags weren't expecting anyone else to come for the ship. Your mission is to drive away the other raiders in the area. Once the area is clear, we can go in and start scrapping the ship. The ship is pretty mangled, but we'll try our best to pick apart the valuables. We don't know where the ship is from, but we're certain that it came from off-world, so anything inside is bound to be very valuable.
If the wreck really is so valuable, won't more people come to take it? We'll be in trouble if someone shows up to pick a fight while the crew is aboard the wreck. Petrol will watch our back while we plunder the ship. Don't let any sly swabbies get near the site while we work.
Kind of want to do the pirate voice that they want me to do for this character, but also... Yeah, okay, fine.
Most likely, any would-be ruffians will be other raiders. The government is still reeling from the bug invasion and doesn't have a strong presence around here.
What about the bugs?
The bugs got exterminated after they took down the High Spire. No one's seen so much as a fruit fly in months.
That's just what the government says. They could just be saving face and pretending to have it under control. And besides, this area is pretty remote. You can't be too careful.
Ah! Yar, it doesn't matter what's out there. Petrol is gonna be carrying enough firepower to sink an entire fleet anyways. We'll stash the macaw near the crash site and move in after the enemy has been dealt. We'll get to the wreck as long as the enemies guarding it are destroyed.
I'm not feeling confident about the pirate voice today. Fuck, I'm so sorry.
Got that? Okay, Petrol, get ready to go.
We have... Do we have all these things? Yes. Okay, we get to use... we get to use, all the different types. Oh, wait. We also get after this. We get access to new ones. Built after the Leto Pit invasion is a victory lap of Ourantian GB design. This unit's parameters are first rate. Or, a one-of-kind machine built by Iris, for the bravest and most foolish of pilots only. Overheats easily, but skilled pilots can use its speed to soar above the battlefield. Let's start with this one. I haven't played this game in a very long time, so... Let's start with the 38. And we can also adjust livery, so we'll be a raider. That's what we are. What did I typically do? Say grenade launcher. Probably a cannon or an autocannon. I can go heavier. Uh-oh. No. Let's do that.
This is it. The wreck is just up ahead.
I can see smoke from the crash site.
Okay, Petrol, we'll set you loose now. Take out the other raiders.
It's just one machine. Get lost. This wreck is ours. Okay.
We're getting destroyed out here! Let's cut our losses and get out of here.
Nice going, Petrol.
We'll bring in the carrier now. Keep vigilant. They might come back with friends. This ship is a real treasure trove. Most of the instruments seem to be intact. Grab anything that's not bolted down, or not bolted down securely enough. You, I want you to look for survivors, or bodies that have anything valuable out there. Aye aye, Captain.
This is bizarre. I know that Ourant is a bit behind the times, but even with technology from the core worlds, I can't see anyone building something this advanced.
Fine by me. Advanced means expensive, and expensive means something. Fuck. Captain, we're picking up hostiles on the radar. Incoming raiders! Petrol, get ready to intercept. You really thought you'd seen the last of me? We have you surrounded. Surrender quietly and we'll let you live. What?
The radar is lighting up like crazy. What is this?
It's the bugs! The bugs are back! Retreat to the ship. Petrol, clear a path for the macaw. Destroy the bugs. Oh, God. Up. Give me the thing, thanks. Well, this is less than ideal.
Hey, Replicant, good to see you. Hope you're doing well.
And that's me overheating the generator. The swarm is thinning. Let's make a break for it. Full steam ahead. We're getting out of here. Mission complete.
Just woke up from a nap. Nice. I hope it was a good nap.
What was that about? No one's seen a single bug in months, and all of a sudden we've got a swarm big enough to sink an entire armada on our hands.
I'd like to say it was a swarm that got lost and managed to survive until now, but the radar showed another one following it. A single swarm, maybe, but I don't like the idea that there's still so many out there.
Let's ask around and see if anyone else has run into them. But it's not like it matters. A couple of bugs are not gonna stop us. We managed to grab a handsome bounty today, even with a swarm of bugs breathing down our necks. Great job, everyone. Extra grog for the whole crew tonight.
Hooray!
Yippee! Greetings, friend. How may I be of assistance?
Okay. Doesn't look like there's lounge stuff for the raiders. But also they added a model viewer. Time for a message from space. The crew examines the salvage from the crash site. The crew was hard at work sorting through the scrap they collected at the wreck.
How's it looking? I bet we're gonna be living large for a while with this haul.
Honestly, I have no idea. You can't find anything else like this on Ourant, that's for sure. I can't pinpoint the materials used for most of this stuff. It could be some entirely unknown metal or alloy. And the intact devices are an even bigger mystery. None of the components follow any standard I know of, and all the writing on them is in a foreign language. The devices will be worth something if we scrap them and sell the materials. But they might be worth far more if we figure out what they're used for.
Looks like we got our hands on some secret super prototype ship. If we can figure out what these gizmos do, we can sell them for... Actually, scratch that. Well, use them to kit out the macaw. I'll be the captain of the first super land ship on Ourant.
There's no guarantee that we can put any of this to use. These could all be coffee machines for all I know. But we won't know that until we get one of them working. Look at this. It's not a standard port, but I think it's the power supply. It should be easy enough to fabricate a custom plug and then feed some power through a converter. Iris takes her tools and creates a makeshift plug for the cable. She connects it to a strange box, and looks like it's working. A small light on the box begins flashing.
Oh-ho! It's alive! You're a genius, Iris.
Not yet. It's only the light, and it seems to be flickering randomly. It could just be... Iris is interrupted by a flash of light emanating from the box. The light projects a bright mass of static into the air. The static decreases as the glowing mass begins to take shape. It forms the image of a human. Greetings. My name is Aiko. Would you please tell me your name?
It talks! Hello, little miss. My name's Lapio Kingfisher. Go on, Iris. Introduce yourself.
What are you doing? Stop talking.
Oh, what's the matter?
What do you mean? Don't talk to it. Do not tell it anything. It's probably transmitting this conversation somewhere right now. That thing could be calling a death squad to our door for all we know. I assure you, I have no intention to bring any harm to you. I'm pulling the plug on it. Wait, please. Countless lives are at risk. I need your help.
Did you hear that? I think we should hear her out on this.
You're the captain. It's your decision.
Go on. Tell us what you need.
Thank you. My name is Aiko. I am the navigation computer of this spaceship. My home planet is facing annihilation at the hands of the evil Katuo Empire. I was created on a secret research outpost hidden from the Empire on the other side of the galaxy. The outpost was working on a weapon that could repel the Empire. My mission was to deliver the blueprints of the weapon to the home world so that it could be mass-produced. However, mere moments from my departure, the outpost was attacked by the Katuo. I managed to take off and evade my pursuers, but damage to the ship was catastrophic. There was no crew on board. I attempted to prevent total destruction to the best of my abilities, but the suppression system was unable to control the damage. I lost the FTL drives and navigation control. That is the last thing I remember before the ship exploded.
That's terrible.
You're just gonna believe all that? Evil empires, secret weapons, and faster-than-light travel? Sounds pretty far-fetched to me. And to top it off, we're talking with it, right? We're supposed to believe that aliens just happen to speak the same language as us? As if. It's gotta be a trick. I can explain. When I was powered on, I attempted to map out my surroundings with my installed sensors. I was picking up various transmissions and signals. I was even able to access some nearby computers. From the gathered data, I was able to parse together a language program. I was also able to get information on the planet and the available technology. Unfortunately, it seems that Ourant has no means of transport that can deliver the data within the accepted time frame, or even within my projected operational time.
Oh, there's gotta be a way. There always is. Think. Your home world is on the line.
There is, but it is far from ideal. If I can't deliver the data personally, I must transmit it to the destination. A transmission is at risk of it being intercepted, but we have no alternative. We? We never said we'd help you. Of course. Apologies. I was being presumptuous. And besides, how would we help you? We don't have any spaceships or interstellar transmitters lying around. The ship was equipped with all the necessary technology. All I need is the ship's long-range communications module.
That's great. We salvaged a lot of equipment from the ship. Maybe we've got the module here.
That is unlikely. My sensors are not picking up any sign of it being nearby. It is a transmitter, so the signal it emits is very strong and easily detected. I can tell from here that it is not at the crash site either.
How would you even know that it survived the crash?
The module is designed to withstand major damage. Most of the components are more durable than any Ourantian technology. The long-range communications module in particular is very durable. It must remain operable to transmit the SOS in the event of an emergency. The module is no larger than my own storage unit. It emits a recognizable signal which is easily located. Unfortunately, the search range of my built-in scanners is limited. If I had access to a long-range radar facility, I could interface with it and perform a wide-range scan. Doing so would allow me to pinpoint the location the module across the entire planet.
Too bad we've got no radar facility. Best we've got is our own early warning system.
In that case, we can only hope to find one by performing short-range scans. The ship's bow section was separated in the explosion. The module is in that section. If that's the case, we're out of luck. We've only got a rough idea of where the other half landed, and by the time we get there, all the components will have been looted.
Then we'll just have to hunt down the looters and steal them back.
Or we could trade for them.
Yes, that too. Well, it's settled then. We're off to find the module and save the alien world.
Hold it. Aiko, what are we getting in return?
Come on, Iris. Is money the only thing on your mind? Don't you feel the call to adventure?
It's all right. I'll make sure that you won't lose out on this deal. To start with, I can help you sort through the materials you scavenged today.
Why...
I'll swap to... Is that better? That looks better.
Fuck. I don't remember what it said.
Going forward, I can intercept enemy transmissions and gather intelligence. I can locate enemies and reveal hidden supply caches.
What do you say, Iris?
Well, Captain, despite getting us in trouble more times than I can count, you always get us home alive. Still, I want to point out that I think this is a bad idea. Even so, I'm willing to go along with this, as long as I get to see the ensuing train wreck and say, I told you so afterwards.
I'm fine with that. We've got a deal.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All hands on deck. We're setting off towards the second crash site. Aye, aye, Captain.
Meanwhile, the crashed spaceship has attracted the attention of even more scavengers. The crash site.
Ma'am, we finished searching the area. It looks like someone has already been to the wreck. They must have made it here before the swarm arrived. There's signs of raider activity, and there's a lot of material missing from the wreck. Looks like they were fighting amongst themselves over who got to loot the wreck. And it looks like they had a landship with them. Seems like somehow they managed to fight the swarm and escape with an entire landship. Very well. There's no point in pursuing the landship now. Move in the crew and begin salvaging the wreck. Inform all units to be on the lookout for raiders dealing with spaceship parts. Tell them to report and track all raider-operated landships. Yes, ma'am. No prey, no pay. Ambush the colony and plunder the supplies. We've been keeping our ears open and listened for any info on the spaceship parts. No one has reported finding anything yet, but we've heard something very interesting. Looks like we're not the only ones after the spaceship. The word is there's a crew of mercenaries also going after the ship parts. They've been plundering raider camps and demanding that any fallen spaceship debris or tech be handed over. It's sad to see proud raiders get pillaged by these third-rate privateers. It's time to turn the tide. Aiko has sniffed out their communications and figured out the route to one of their transport convoys. I managed to intercept a short-range transmission from one of their units. We know the convoy will be passing through this area. We'll set up an ambush here. We can't bring in the macaw, so Petrol will do the fighting and we'll send in small trucks to ferry away the loot. The trucks will wait at the recovery point. I will hack into their radar system and mask your location. This allows you to stay hidden and ambush the convoy. You will be hidden from their long-range radar, but they will spot you once they get close enough. When the convoy shows up, destroy their transport trucks to spill the cargo. Watch out for their escorts and carry all the containers to the recovery point. Alright, let us try the Eclectus. That looks good to me. The convoy is here. Move in and destroy the trucks. I was really hoping I'd be able to access this. It's the enemy! Why is my sensitivity so fucked? It was not this bad before. I'm gonna quit to menu, sorry. This is really bad. Convoy's here. Move in and destroy the trucks. Wow, that does. They weren't kidding. That overheats quickly. They must be nuts! The recovery point is active. Take the containers to the recovery point. Woo!
Okay, that was messy. All right, much better. Whoa. Okay. I don't think I'm foolish enough to use the that one. I like it when my things don't immediately overheat and die. Could try the Serviana. I remember really liking the Serviana. This game looks neat. It's really cool. Good to see you carefully far. Hope you're doing well. I don't remember how I had outfitted this thing at all. this weapon has a massive ammo storage. You'll need each bullet because most of them will miss. Oh, a beam rifle. Yeah, let's try that out. I'm not liking how my model is freaking out.
That's all the crates. Now take out the pursuers. Incoming enemy! More Smiter drones!
No, these are different. This is... She's right. These are bigger.
And fast, too. Whoa! Watch out, Petrol!
More enemies incoming. That was the last one. No more enemies on radar.
Okay, load up the loot. We're getting out of here. Good work, crew. Good work, crew. We nabbed an entire convoy's worth of spoils. Well then, what kind of bounty did our caper yield?
Munitions mostly. There was also some special equipment. We can't use most of it, but it will sell for a tidy profit. But everything here seems to be 100% Ourantian. No spaceship parts at all.
Ah, that's a shame.
I knew it from the beginning. I could have detected a functioning module.
Why didn't you say anything then?
I did not want to risk lowering the morale right before the mission.
Oh, don't worry about that. We'll find the module some other time. For now, I'm happy with this. We made a good profit and got to trash those uppity mercs. Speaking of the mercenaries, I guess we forgot to interrogate the pilots. Oh well, not like it matters. We'll beat them any day, no matter how new and shiny their gear is.
Maybe. Do you remember when that woman was going around giving weapons to raiders? She was the one handing out those spider drones. Maybe these new tanks come from the same place? I heard that she joined up with the Nighthawks when they arrived. She was popular with them too. The rumor is she's the one who designed the Feldspar for the Nighthawks.
You're saying she's making the tanks?
Well, she probably didn't build them in her backyard. If she's involved, this goes a lot deeper. Those mercenaries must have some powerful friends. I suggest that we salvage the tank wrecks. I can help you analyze them. We can attempt to find out their origin.
Going forward, we'll have to be extra careful. Mystery mercenaries are after the ship as well, and it looks like they've got plenty of firepower.
Cockroach capering. Collect the containers from the bug-infested base.
We've got a lead on another big bounty. Aiko tells me that she's pieced together some information about the comm logs of the looted convoy.
I've pinpointed the location of a base that the mercenaries have been using as an outpost. I managed to extract a communication log from the convoy we ambushed. According to the log, there is a nearby base that houses a lot of valuable material. The log says that they've deployed a small force to guard the base. Though it looks like the guards weren't that effective, the area is overrun with letopids.
I guess the guards scurried away when the bugs showed up. That, or they got torn to shreds. Not that the guards would have much to do. The bugs are leaving the base facilities undamaged, and no one is stupid enough to face the swarm and loot the base. That is, no one but us.
We know that there are containers full of valuables on the base, but we don't know their precise location. Only the mercenaries have access to the containers' tracking systems. Lucky for us, Ico has a trick for that, too. I've attempted to remotely access the tracking modules, but there is only so much I can do at a distance. All containers will be marked on your radar screen. However, in addition to legitimate markers, there will be several false positives displayed on the radar. Fortunately, I will be able to remove false markers. When you bring in genuine containers, I can analyze their tracking system and provide more accurate intelligence. Bringing containers to the recovery point will remove false markings on the radar.
The container drop-off point will be near the macaw. We'll drive to the ship to the base and keep the bugs away with our turret guns. Needless to say, we're putting the ship in grave danger. You have to act fast. We only have a few-minute window before the swarm is at its thinnest.
By observing the swarm's behavior, I can estimate the optimal time to launch the mission. Even so, the area will be extremely dangerous, and we will only have a few minutes at most. There is an extreme concentration of letopids roaming around the base. Attempting to destroy them all would result in a disastrous loss. To successfully secure the targets, you must navigate the area at high speed and place your full concentration on evading the enemy and collecting the containers.
So there you have it. Don't try to destroy the bugs. Avoid them and focus on collecting the containers. And remember to watch out for false radar markings. Okay, everyone, we're launching as soon as Ico gives the signal. All hands on deck. Get ready for action.
Aye, aye, Captain. Go back to the Surima, my beloved.
Yeah, sure, whatever. All hands, take your positions. And act fast, we've only got 5 minutes.
Remember, not all markers point to a container. There are false markers on your radar.
Oh dear. Container recovered.
I've analyzed it. I've removed some of the false markers. Keep an eye on the timer. The mission will fail if it takes too long.
Ow. Those charging bugs do a lot of damage. It's like Helldivers 2 all over again.
Petrol brought in another one. All false positives have been removed. There are only true markers left on the radar now.
That's all of them. Good. Now let's get out of here.
Mission complete. I don't think they're paying me enough.
Great work, everyone. Now, Iris, please do the honors of telling us how much money we'll make from this.
The containers contained computers, transmitters, and various electronic components. All intact and all top of the line.
Any interstellar communications modules?
None. But all of this is very high quality. The mercenaries must have some serious money backing them if they're able to just abandon a cache like this. The black spot. Nefarious forces become aware of the crew's action. Aiko, I've been wondering, could you tell me what is the message you are trying to deliver? Certainly. The message contains the blueprints for a new weapon which has the power to repel the invaders laying siege to my home planet. The weapon is a humanoid fighting robot, a new model with unprecedented performance. It is superior to all of our other existing units. A humanoid fighting robot? Wait a minute, you have GBs too? That is correct. It seems like the concept of a fighting robot holds some sort of universal appeal. Is it alright to tell me this? I thought it was supposed to be a secret. I hope you don't take offense to this, but in all likelihood, there is no one on Ourant with the capacity to cause harm with this information. Well, if there's no harm in it, could you show me the blueprints? I want to know what kind of robots they're building out there. My apologies, I cannot do that. There is no system on Ourant capable of parsing the data the data into a readable format. However, the ship was carrying some samples of our existing units. There might be robot parts scattered across Ourant. If you find any parts, I can help you analyze them. We might be able to build something out of them if we gather enough data. Interesting. We'll have to keep our eyes open. You will have a lot of competition. It seems Ourantians are very interested in the ship's technology, and some are willing to do anything to claim it all for themselves.
Meanwhile, in a secret facility deep beneath the planet's surface.
Milord, I have a report.
Splendid. I do hope it is good news.
The raiders have struck again. Most likely it is the same group that looted Crash Site 2 and intercepted the supply convoy. This time the target was Observation Site J3. They managed to evade the guards and stole some of the materials.
Oh my. They are starting to become quite bothersome.
The theft will not be a significant setback to the construction effort. But it is obvious that the thieves knew exactly what to take. They had perfect intel. At first I suspected a spy or an intelligence leak, but this pattern seems to imply that our communications and encryption ciphers have become compromised.
I must admit, we have been quite hasty in our expansion. Perhaps we haven't chosen the new recruits carefully enough. But at the very least, the guards at J3 are quite incorruptible, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely, sir.
So, if they didn't bribe the guards, what manner of trickery are they using to accomplish their crime spree?
May I present a theory?
Of course. Please, go ahead.
Our research into the crashed ship indicates that some of the technology could be used to enhance our own devices. If this truly is the same raider group that looted Crash Site 2, it is possible that they discovered some sort of tool which allows them to intercept and decrypt our communications.
How interesting. It seems that this time the raiders made the first move. But in their haste, they laid the foundations for their downfall. Do not destroy them. Such an exceptional group might prove useful for us. Place them under observation. We'll bide our time and await our chance to strike. Tell the R&D team to research countermeasures to the Raider spy device.
Until we have a confirmed method of evading their prying eyes, all classified communications will be performed off the grid.
I'll see it done, my lord.
Blockade, fight your way through the swarm.
We've been making steady progress towards the second crash site, but now we're about to hit a major blockade. A swarm of bugs has changed course and is headed our way.
This behavior was unexpected. The Letopid swarm suddenly changed course, as if compelled by something.
We can't outrun them, so we'll have to batten down the hatches and weather the storm. We'll dig in our heels here and fight the bugs until the swarm passes. It's a small swarm and we survived much worse. Still, the bugs were acting strange, so don't let your guard down.
We've only got a few minutes until the swarm reaches us. Go and get ready. We'll start setting up the turrets with the captain.
Yeah!
The bugs are here! Get ready, Petrol!
Lure them near the macaw and we'll blow them to bits!
Not sure how I feel about this flamethrower. The Gearbits. Hello, Ocean. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Ow. Go away, Charger. Won't need you here. Doing all right? Good to hear. Ooh, don't get hit by the Charger.
No more bugs in the area. Come on back. Let's get moving.
No, wait! Incoming enemies!
More bugs?
No, it's the mercenaries!
Just our luck to run into them after the swarm. Petrol, take care of them! Target confirmed. All units move in. Watch out for their guard, GB. Not good. Oh! Missile, missile, missile. Unfortunate. Oh well. I don't think the flamethrower is very good. I think I'm gonna go ahead and on record and say I don't like it very much. Ooh. Also, hi Fizz. Incoming enemy. It's a custom unit. Be careful. I hope you had a pleasant warm-up. The real fight starts now.
A raider? This must be some misunderstanding.
Attention! We're not with the mercenaries. Stop attacking! Sorry, buddy, but I am with the mercenaries. I've got nothing against you personally. The mercs just pay good money for my craft. Show me a good time.
Recap. After we defeated the bugs, we were able to explore, like, people on Ourant were able to explore more of the planet, and our particular raider group found a crash ship that turns out to have an alien life form in it with a navigational AI that needs to deliver a robot to a different world, and so we're helping her do that because she's also giving us lots of she's giving us the location of a lot of caches and stuff to do so. Yeah, I'm really feeling the... Okay, you know what? I don't actually think... You know what? It might just be that flamethrowers don't do anything against metallic units. In which case, that's kind of on me. I think it did say that. Woo! Oh, fuck.
Looks like I've met my match. Guess it was inevitable. Thanks for the fight. That was the last of them. No enemies in sight. We're done here. Yeah. Which, to be fair, I took the flamethrower because I wanted to try it against the bugs. It's honestly not bugs either. Oh, I don't get, if I restart from a checkpoint, I don't get the money I got from the bugs, but also I don't give a shit. Look how much money I have. Well, crew, looks like we made it out without a scratch. I gotta admit, even I was a bit worried when the mercenaries showed up. But Petrol took care of him. Even beat that turncoat raider like nothing.
It's pathetic how low some people are willing to go for money. I don't want to hear you say that, Iris. But that brings up a good question. Who is paying the mercenaries? By definition, they must have a client. Who's the one pulling the strings? Or rather, the purse strings? They had those spider tanks with them today. That drone woman is working with the mercenaries. I'd bet on it.
You think the Nighthawks are back?
I don't think so. Remember, she was handing out the drones even before the Nighthawks were here. I guess she's cashing in the goodwill those drones bought her and recruiting raiders that way. I want to inform you of an observation I made on the mercenaries' equipment. I could not detect their machines until they were in attack range. It is impossible for any Ourantian technology to jam my sensors. They must have found a way to repurpose technology from the fallen ship. They must have made quite some headway into their research. It is likely they have discovered the second crash site. Frankly, I have no idea how they did it. I assumed it would be impossible for Ourantians to figure out the technology so quickly. If they have their sights set on us, we're in big trouble. No matter how good or lucky we are, eventually the mercenaries will wear us down with their endless supply of weapons.
There's no way their supplies are truly endless. Besides, we've been doing a pretty good job of emptying their stash. And making a good profit while doing it as well.
I say we've just been lucky. Don't get careless.
Treasure trove. Protect the valuable container. Oh boy. Put the kettle on. We've got guests. Hello. Nice place you have.
Hello. May I just ask, why the sudden visit?
Yeah. So I heard your crew was looking for components from the spaceship. I've got news for you. Those mercenaries have found the second half of the ship. Now, you guys aren't the only ones after the ship parts. They sell for a fortune to the right people. So we were also looking to get some for ourselves. Me and the boys managed to loot a mercenary transport and snag a shipping container's worth of parts. You guys can look through it and I'll let you keep anything you want, for free. That's mighty generous of you. Thank you very much.
Hold it. What do you mean for free? Do you think we're stupid? What's the catch?
Yes, actually, there is something I have to tell you. We did manage to grab the container. We were hauling it away, but then suddenly, our own drones opened fire on us. We got caught off guard. We had to retreat and leave the container.
Your own drones? Tell me, were those drones given to you by the blonde woman in a gray suit? She called herself Esther Lockett?
Yes. Yes, they were.
Overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. I knew it. You haven't heard? She was working for the Nighthawks. Looks like the mercenaries have a lot of ex-Nighthawks on their payroll, Esther included. She gave you the drones so you would disrupt the Ourantian troops. But now you've gone after her new masters. She didn't like that, and now she's revoked your drones. You seriously didn't suspect anything when they gave you the drones? Honestly, you'd have to be a complete idiot to fall for it.
Hey, just so you know, we didn't trust her blindly. We checked the drones and removed the remote control access. It's just that there must have been another backdoor into the system.
The first one was a dummy. It's the oldest trick in the book.
Yeah, sure, we're stupid. But we'd really like the container back. We just aren't in the shape to go get it right now. But you guys are doing fine, and you also want the ship parts. So if you save the container for us, we'll let you take your share. How's that? Do we have a deal?
I'm fine with it. What do you say, Captain?
It's a deal.
Okay, good. The container is here. We're gonna transport it by we were here. We were here. We were gonna transport it by ship, but well, this needed a proofreading. Well, you know what happened. Our hijacked drones are waiting in the area. Most likely, the mercenaries have also sent a squad to recover the container. Just take out all the enemies and keep the container safe. Pretty simple, right?
Alright then, let's get ready.
You need to get there fast. We can't bring the macaw. We have to send you out alone. Fine. Oh, we have the, Cool. Assembled from salvaged tank parts by Aiko and Iris, provides firepower, speed, and durability for pilots who can manage the heat venting system. Yeah, we'll try the spider bot. Venting, stuff sucks. It's like coral generators, essentially. Which is difficult to use. Shot cannon slug type. I do like the sound of that. Yeah, that looks good to me. Took me a long time to learn how to use coral gen as well. Yeah. So, this will be interesting.
There it is, straight ahead. Do you see it? Destroy the drones and prepare to defend the container.
Ouch, ouch, ouch.
Ramming speed! That's all of them. Great job. Listen up, thief. We don't care what's inside the container. Our mission is to make sure it doesn't get into the wrong hands. Leave immediately, or we'll destroy the container and you along with it. Don't let them wreck the container. Don't let them wreck you.
Alert! A swarm of letopids is approaching the area.
This is great. Looks like the mercenaries haven't noticed it.
Look, get torn to shreds.
Sir, the swarm is here. Finally. Okay, let's go home. The bugs will take care of the rest. Did you see that? The bugs went right by the mercenaries. And they didn't even flinch. What's going on? Petrol, try to hold out. We're sending backup. They'll be here in a few minutes. Ooh, ah, the flies! This is bad. Oh! Unfortunate. The Tachikoma mech is cool, but I won't lie. I miss being able to fly around a lot. Ramming speed! The cavalry's here! You did good, kid. We'll take it from here. Good job! The container is safe. Yeah, thanks for the help, fucko.
Did you ever play the old Ghost in the Shell game? PlayStation game? No. I have not. But I have seen it. It does look pretty cool. Magpie doesn't like being grounded. I don't, especially not when fighting bugs who exist on the ground. Has the dub voice actors too. That's pretty cool. It's like, I think if I remember correctly, it has custom animation from. Would it be Project IG at that point? I don't remember. It's like a custom story and everything too. It's neat.
Thanks a bunch. You saved our cargo. The deal was that you can take your pick of the loot, so go and choose what you'd like. Iris, was the communications module in the container?
No, it's mostly hull parts and material samples. There are no electronics in there. We can still make some money from it. Even the scrap will be valuable. It is from space, after all.
Well, I'm happy that you're happy. I hope we can work together again someday. We raiders need to stick together. Especially now that some are turning traitorous and joining up with the mercs. The mercenaries are getting really aggressive. After they got that radar station working, their attacks have been relentless. Wait, a radar station?
Yeah, they've set up an outpost with a massive radar dish. It's only been up for a few days, but they've pretty much gained control of the entire area by now.
A radar station? You know what this means? Ico can use it for a long-range scan. Oh, we're pretty sick of those mercs as well. Especially now. The way they handled those bugs. Ugh. Gives me the creeps. It's almost like they managed to tame the bugs. We should consider getting all the gangs together to do something about them.
Sounds good to me. Anytime you need us, you know how to reach me. Mission 10. X marks the spot. Take over the radar station.
The info that raider gave us was on point. The mercenaries really do have a radar facility in the area. It's the base we raided earlier. Looks like they finished rigging it and now it's ready for action. That's just fine for us. We need that radar. Ico can use it to look for the communications module. Of course, the mercs aren't just going to let us borrow the radar. We'll have to help ourselves. And for that, we're going to need help. The station has been causing problems for all raiders operating in the area. They are willing to help us if we can bring down the station. The raiders will raise a storm and attack all mercenary infrastructure in sight. They'll draw the troops away from the station and give us a chance to raid the facility. This doesn't mean that we'll get to work in peace. The mercs have an endless supply of weapons and troops. There'll be plenty staying behind to fight us. That's not a problem, because we can hit. And we need them to send those spider drones so we can use their microwaves to... We'll use their transmissions for... Ico is going to explain why we need the spider drone.
The presence of their spider drones will be instrumental in completing this mission. It seems that the mercenaries have devised a way to block me from remotely accessing their systems. If we want to gain control of the station, we need to change our approach. Instead of hacking the station remotely, we'll take control of the autonomous drones and use their transmitters to spoof our way into the system. I can piggyback on the drone's ID and gain remote access that way. However, we cannot remotely hack the drones either. For that, we'll need a conduit. The conduit will be this thing right here. It's a special gun that fires probe darts. We can't hack the drones wirelessly, so we'll use these to take control of them. To hack a drone, you have to shoot it with this. It'll be instantly hacked as long as you won't miss. We'll set up a container to deploy the guns near the macaw. They won't run out. It'll give you as many as you need. To take control of the station, we need to access the terminals around the base. To achieve this, you need to use the dart gun to hack a drone. Then you must escort the hacked drone to a nearby terminal. Once the drone is near enough, I can use it to access the terminal. There are 3 terminals in total. Once we've taken control of all 3, we'll need to gain access to the central tower. After the 3 terminals have been accessed, escort a drone to the tower. This will allow us to gain control of the long-range radar. After we take the radar, I can perform the scan. Once the scan has finished, I will activate the self-destruct sequence and the facility will be destroyed.
With that, we'll fulfill our end of the deal and hopefully find the communications modules as well.
Let's review a couple of points before we begin. You can hack a drone by shooting at it with the dart gun. After being hacked, it will start walking towards the nearest terminal. The terminal will be hacked so long as the drone can stay near it for long enough. Enemies might try to destroy the hacked drones, so keep them safe. If you run out of darts, there will be a supply point near the macaw. You can get more dart guns from there.
I think that's all. Go get prepared. We'll have to be ready when the other raiders launch distractions.
Alright, before we do that, I'm taking a break. See all of you in like 5... Hello, I'm back. Apologies, that took a little bit longer than I thought it might, but we should be fully good to go. Thank you very much, Ocean. Okay, so it looks like you just pick up the dart gun. Wherever. So. Sure, let's go with this. Also, apologies that my model kind of freaked. Any hug? Thank you very much. Thanks so much, Fizz. Here we go. We're here. I didn't unmute the game. Wow, cringe. We're here, and they know it too. Incoming. Let's take care of this quickly. Grab a dart gun and find a drone to hack. Oh, there's one. Holy shit. Oh no. Get a move on. What? Oh, I'm trying to hack the wrong drone. That's why. Woo! Okay. It's time to pick a different vehicle. Start this up. Yeah, rip. Did you fucking blow it up and... Ah! Well, back at it again. Six health. Oh no. Oh! Wow! Alright, open up, asshole. I
know you're in there. Give me my goddamn... Are you fucking kidding me? Get a goddamn move on. And it got blown up. Woo! Holy moly. Whew. Good heavens. Well, good news is I can stay here as long as I need and heal up, but damn, this shit's tough.
Go away, please. Alright, I could use a spider bot, please. Okay, thank goodness my spider bot's still alive. Not for long though. Where are you? Where's this guy? Where's this guy who's looking at me? Looking at me funny. Go, Spider-Bot, go! You're my only hope! You have to live, Spider-Bot! You have to live! Not you. Now control all the terminals. Escort a drone to the central tower to complete the mission. The enemy has breached our system. The central access is vulnerable. It's time. Broadcast the self-destruct signal. Yes, ma'am. Every drone on the base has been destroyed. What now? We haven't taken the central tower yet. Scanners show one intact drone on the base, but it's not alone. Attention, raiders. Cease fire. We want to talk. Mr. Sapelli, please go ahead. What is with that getup? I see you're very particular about your fade-chasing fashion. I understand that my attire is not the most conventional. But you see, I am not a conventional man. I have achieved it, and I will be the only one who shapes the future of this planet. My name is Talwaj Sapelli, and I would like— Oh my god, I cannot read this fast! You are correct. The mercenaries are my loyal and capable staff. You might be surprised to hear this, but they aren't the only fighting force in my command. See, I have dominion over the Letopids. The fearsome monsters from beyond the stars are now my loyal servants. We're very much alike in that way. I can't read that fast, I'm sorry. Say, get bent, freak show. A mass swarm of bugs is approaching. They must have summoned it here. Mr. Sapelli wants you alive. Leave the radar station and you will not be harmed. Petrol, Esther's unit. Esther's unit is a special transmitter. We can use it to hack the last tower. Disable her machine. But do it quickly. We need to hack the radar before the swarm gets here.
Make sure you beat her fast.
Stop! Don't destroy it. Get a dart gun and hack it. Oh, god damn it. Hack successful. Let me get rid of her. What is this? The ejection seat? Whee! There. I have full control of the station. I'm beginning the scan. Scan complete.
Just like that?
Yes, it's my specialty, after all. I've pinpointed the location of the communications module. I also downloaded their database. I'll share what I found later. For now, let's activate the self-destruct and leave.
Yippee! Yeah. Oh my goodness. That's a rough mission. Great work, crew. We did it. Aiko has located the module and we took down the radar station. All in one mission. Raiders around the area can breathe a little easier now.
Hacking the station also allowed me to access their entire communications network. I have gained access to all digital information and databases across their entire network. I will brief you on what I discovered once I have finished parsing it into a comprehensible format.
Even without that, we learned a lot on this mission. Talwar Sapelli is the leader of the mercenaries? Who would have thought?
I always thought the guy was an insufferable clown. But his field was technology. What's the connection with him and the Letta pits?
Maybe we'll find a connection after analyzing the database.
Maybe so.
Privateer briefing. Aiko tells the crew what the database contained. Yeah, the other maps are just the survival sites. The crew has gathered on the bridge. Aiko has summoned everyone to hear the report she prepared after analyzing the database. Settle down, everybody. Aiko has some big news for us. I want you all to pay attention and listen. Please, go ahead, Aiko.
Thank you, Captain. I've gathered you all here today to share with you what I have discovered by analyzing the enemy database. We now have confirmed intel on the identity of the enemy, as well as the location of the communications module. First, our opponent. The leader of the mercenaries has been identified. Talwar Sapelli is the one who pays and controls the mercenaries. He is aided by the woman known as Esther Lockett, who briefly worked as an intermediary between Sapelli and the Nighthawks. The Sapelli family was among the first to begin mining on Ourant. They were lucky to get in from the start and managed to acquire an incredible amount of wealth. Once Talwar inherited the business, he felt that mining was beneath him, and went on to expand his business to consumer goods, media, and communications. Most relevant for us was his expansion into the defense business. None of these side ventures started off very successfully. I can say that again. Each and every one was dead on arrival. He was just trying everything to look like a Renaissance man. Side business could take a loss because he's staying afloat with his inherited mining money. Most of what he was doing was just for his own ego. He was trying to make a brand out of himself, so he was constantly pulling off these idiotic stunts and showing off to seem interesting and cool. At one point, he took up the habit of always carrying a stick of incense with him. A musk-like. Oh, God. I think the weird uniform he was wearing was also some bizarre attempt to assert his quirkiness.
I think he legitimately thought it looked good. The guy obviously thinks he's some evil genius, so he wanted to dress for the part.
I wouldn't put it past him. His common sense is about as good as his fashion sense. May I continue? Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, go ahead. Sapelli's defense business started to pick up steam once the bugs appeared. Suddenly, Ourant needed a massive quantity of weapons. The armaments industry was on the rise, and Sapelli was ready to capitalize. They needed so many weapons that they didn't care about the quality, and Sapelli certainly knows all about quantity over quality. Miss Merem, please stop interrupting me. Sorry. Once the Nighthawks took over, Sapelli made contact with them and began manufacturing weapons and conducting research for the Nighthawks. When the Nighthawks were ousted, Sapelli went into hiding. The consensus at the time was that it was another attempt to appear mysterious and theatrical. You can't resist dunking on him, it's just like Twitter. Oh no. There was little need to hide. Plenty of other companies were also making weapons for the Nighthawks, and none of them faced repercussions. Now we've learned that Sapelli has legitimate reason to go into hiding. His connection with the Nighthawks was much more than just regular business and trading. As crazy as it may seem, it looks like he is intent on taking over the planet, and he's been slowly amassing the resources to do so. Seems like he was hoping that we would join him in taking over the planet. When he came to recruit us, he revealed something very important. It is likely that Sapelli has no idea how important the communications module is. Otherwise, he would have attempted to use it as a bargaining chip. The scan I performed revealed the signal from the communications module. I cross-referenced this information with their cargo logs and database. Now I know the precise location of the module with 100% certainty. The communications module is in a hidden facility. All the spaceship parts that Sapelli gathered have been taken there for research. This facility serves as the base of operations for Sapelli's mercenaries. It is also a research facility and a factory that supplies weapons for his troops. The base is heavily guarded. The internal structure has been carved deep inside a mountain. I don't have a clear picture of what is inside the base. They were smart enough to keep any classified details off the network and out of reach. We'll have to go and see for ourselves, but I am certain that reaching the base will not be easy. The location itself is in a difficult area. The base is guarded by a well-supplied troop of mercenaries, and the outer gate is protected by Sapelli's latest defense systems. Attempting to break into the base will pose great danger. However, if we succeed, the rewards will be equally great. The facility is housing Sapelli's secret research and materials storage. The combined value of the stash will be immense.
Now this is what I wanted to hear. We'll be set for life if we manage to loot this treasure trove.
You do realize there's no way we can do this alone? If we want help from the other raiders, we need to share the loot.
Yes, and? What part of immense didn't you understand? There's plenty to go around.
I'm worried about the other raiders. They might prefer to keep the immense treasure to themselves and start a fight to get it all. What are we gonna do then?
We'll fight them right back. What else? But anyway, that's a long way off. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. That reminds me. How do we get to it?
We know the location of the hidden base. The journey itself won't be long, but Sapelli knows we're coming, and we have to fight his troops all the way to the gates.
Then let's give him a fight to remember. Spread the word. We're putting together the biggest raiding party ever, and everyone is invited. There's miles of hostile terrain crawling with Sapelli's privateers between us and the treasure. Everyone, are we up to the challenge?
Aye, aye, Captain.
Just what I wanted to hear. All hands on deck. Let's get ready to go.
Mission 7. All hands on deck. Face the mercenaries in the field of battle. After the captain's rousing speech, raiders across the area entered into an alliance. They banded together to fight against a common enemy and maybe make some money while doing so. A massive convoy of raider vehicles was formed. The macaw is at the front, leading the pack towards Sapelli's fortress. On the Macaw Bridge.
What's the status of the convoy?
Situation normal. We're making steady progress and the convoy is keeping up.
Great. I was worried the terrain would be too much for them, but they seem to be doing just fine. What? What is it?
The raider just picked up a massive gathering of enemy units up ahead.
What? Let me see. This must be a malfunction. No one could actually get that many units deployed at once.
No, it is not. It's not a mistake. I can also detect them. We're getting calls from across the convoy. They're picking it up too.
It's for real then. Fine by me. We knew to expect this. Message the convoy. Tell them to deploy all available units.
Aye aye, Captain.
Aiko, I want you to track the enemy and keep our IFS system clear. Relay your information to the convoy. This will be a massive battle. I don't want any friendly fire out there.
Understood.
Attention! All pilots! Here's the mission objective. Destroy all enemy units!
Let's do it.
Fuck it! Let's do it. The enemy is here!
And I need to make sure I take a drink.
There we go. Get ready to fight! The enemy is strong, but so are we! Pick your battle and don't get— Oh my god! There's just so many of them! We can shoot with our eyes closed and hit something.
My weapons are quite plentiful. If you'd like to benefit from them instead of fighting them, I'm always looking for talented pilots.
Shove it!
Doing it live? I guess so.
Ooh.
All enemies destroyed.
We won! Good job, everyone. I'm telling stories of this day for years to come. Mission complete. Huh. It's a good thing I had an ally who literally couldn't die. Zappelli has made his move. We responded and came out victorious. Let's keep up this momentum all the way to Zappelli's front door and beyond. You all exceeded yourselves today. Extra grog for everyone. Storming the gates. Gain entry into the fortress. We finally reached the Zappelli's fortress. All we gotta do now is knock down the gates and storm in to claim our bounty. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but to say that we'll knock down the gates is somewhat inaccurate. The gates are quite sturdy. We have no chance of knocking them down. We must find another way to infiltrate the fortress. We will use the ventilation channels to infiltrate the base. The ventilation system circulates the liquid coolant used by the base's beam turret network. The system keeps the turrets from overheating and then pumps the heated coolant back inside, where the heat energy is repurposed around the base. Because of this, the heat inside of the coolant system will be lethal while it is operational. How so? A GB can manage tougher environments. Pensa seems sus. Oh no, we are the imposter. The GB might survive, but the pilot will be boiled alive before they reach the other side. To disable the cooling system, we must destroy all the turret towers around the base. Once the turrets are inoperable, the system will stop circulating hot liquid, and the intake vent will be cool enough to travel. The turret towers are protected by their casing. They'll only be vulnerable when the beams are deployed. Make some noise and destroy the enemy units. They'll deploy the beam turrets for backup. That will be your chance to strike. Once the turrets have been destroyed, you can use the intake vents to get inside the base. Our radio won't reach you inside the base. I will instantiate myself on your machine so that I can continue to provide support inside the base. Once we get inside, we must find the communications module and a way to open the main gates. Your mission is to destroy any enemies you find until the turrets emerge. Then destroy all the turrets and make your way inside. Basically, shoot everything in sight. You've got this in the bag. It's time to make a mistake. Let's go, boys! Show them what we're made of! Help them fight until the enemy's troops, until the turrets emerge. I commend you for making it this far, but I assure you the gate is quite destructive. Lay down your weapons. Let us arrange something that benefits us all. Woohoo! Deploy the turrets! Send those raider rats back to their holes. Petrol, the turrets are vulnerable. And so am I. Okay, autocannon, not what I'm looking for.
also just gonna bite the bullet and use the sickness again. I don't think I've ever noticed that the grenade launcher is Granada launcher. That's, that ain't right. Oh, that's embarrassing. Turns out there's a lot of fuel storage here. Turrets are retracting. Focus on the enemy for now. Beam turrets are active. Um, There's a bunch of hits. Burst rifle's pretty good. Okay. Not gonna lie. The oh god, the enemies are deploying so slowly that I feel like I'm like missing something. But the turrets are down, so I think I just have to kill some more. The turrets are back. Another beam turret I'm missing? Oh, it's on the map marker. Whoops. All turrets have been destroyed. You can get inside now. We'll finish things here. Get inside and open the doors for us. Mission complete. Yippee! Mission 9, Hidden Fortress. Make your way through the underground base. Looks like Petrol and Ico made it in safely. I sure hope so. We need those gates open and fast. Our raiding party is a bit gung-ho. Pretty soon we're gonna have a bunch of raiders asking us why the door to the treasure trove is still locked. They're still busy with the mercs, but they're not gonna be occupied forever. It's actually suspicious how easy the mercenaries are getting pushed back. Sapelli must have something up his sleeve. I mean, he still has the bugs. I feel like He's just gonna call the bugs on us. Kind of surprised he didn't already, actually.
We've got nothing to worry about. Petrol is an ace pilot and Ico knows what she's doing. They'll get those doors open as long as Petrol follows Ico's instructions.
The heavy cannon wasn't bad, but it was also felt kind of goofy, honestly. Shotgun pod is just kind of outclassed. But I think unless I take a different... Yeah, this looks good to me. Make your way through the base. I can detect the module. We're close. Let's keep going.
It's the enemy! They've made it into the base! All units, repel the intruder!
Destroy the enemies. Unlocked the doors. Please proceed. This door is locked. You need to destroy the door control terminal to open it. The terminal should be nearby. The door should be open now. This must be where they make the drones. Sure looks like it.
Okay!
Missiles hurt. The door should be open now. Wow, that was rough. Oh, look at him go. A dead end. Look carefully. There must be a way forward. That is exactly what I think it is, isn't it? This area wasn't on the floor plan. Seems they want to keep it hidden. Maybe because they're literally raising letopids in here. Hey, that part looks cool. How the hell do I get to that? Ah, I see. Let me in. Don't like that. I wonder what happens if I do this. The terminal unlocked the cages. The entrance is on lockdown to contain the insects. Destroy the letopids to unlock a way out. Ew. Ugh. The door is unsealed. I think I have full ammo. Huh. How do I get to that area then, I wonder? The module is just ahead. Keep going. Must be a way to get it from, like, above or something. This is it. The module is here. It's under that tarp. Please, pick it up. What do I want to replace? Probably the missile launcher? Or maybe the cannon. The module has been secured. Let's go back and find a way to open the gates. Oh, never mind. I don't even have to sacrifice a weapon slot to do it. Yep, saw that one coming. Greetings. You've done well to infiltrate my lair. I'd expect no less from you. Have you considered my offer? We're not working for you.
Then I'd like to make a different proposal. Let's settle this with a contest of arms. If I win, you'll join me. If you win, you'll never hear from me again.
We don't want to fight you. Please, let us go.
But I must insist. The gates are sealed. They will not open until we've had our duel. On guard! Magnificent! You're just as good as I expected. This has been fun. Shame it has to end now. Elster, come forth. Esther!
I won't help you. My apologies.
Interesting. What brought this on? Do you perhaps believe that you can claim Ourant for yourself?
Ourant can rot for all I care. All I want is that AI. It's a pawn in a conflict beyond your comprehension. There's an infinite universe of worlds to conquer, and all you can think about is ruling this worthless rock. Your lack of vision is almost disgusting. I really thought you'd be smarter than this. I had hoped to separate on amicable terms, but I suppose it doesn't matter. We'll never meet each other again. Farewell.
This is insane! You're making a mistake!
Petrol, it looks like she's overloaded the reactor. The base will explode. You have to get out of here.
Also, yes, I keep saying Elster. Her name's Esther. Base will explode in 1 minute.
Good to see you, Omni. Hope you're doing well.
Can I get in here now? Yes. Okay. I don't know where the other parts are, but now I know that there's a thing to unlock. Oh god, wrong way.
We made it.
The entire base just went up in flames. What about Petrol and Aiko? Did they make it out?
I've got them on radar. It's Petrol, safe and sound. Impressive. I can see why Sapelli was so interested in you. Even so, Sapelli's plans are trivial compared to what that AI is a part of. You picked the long-range transmission module from the salvage. That must mean the AI wants to call home. Listen, I'll only tell you this once. Stopping the transmission will make you some very powerful friends. Will you hand over the AI?
I thought we told you already.
We're not making friends with the likes of you.
Yeah!
A shame. Either way, I will stop the transmission. I don't care if the AI core is destroyed to achieve this. It's your choice if you want to be destroyed with it.
You and what army? Your weapon stash just went up in smoke.
I'm so glad you asked. Despite what Sapelli might tell you. It wasn't him that brought the Leto Pits back. That was all my work. Sapelli only funded the project. I successfully brought back the Leto Pits. The project also yielded some more interesting specimens. Allow me to show you. Friendly Goon always makes it. Because it's not like he goes out into combat. Oh, baby.
You think that's gonna stop us? Come on, boys, fire away! Oh no, not again!
Quite impressive, wouldn't you say? I trust that it will get the job done. Goodbye. Is that a sea weapon? I think it just might be.
What a monster! We need that thing exterminated and fast.
To be continued. Mission 10. The Kraken. Slay the giant monster.
Well, crew, looks like we've got a Kraken to slay. Are you ready?
No way! That thing blew away every raider on the base! We can't fight it. We're getting out of here.
Didn't you see it firing that mega beam? If we move now, we're as good as sunk. We can't leave it alive if we want to stay alive ourselves.
What is your plan? We're not in any condition to fight it. The only pilot with an intact machine is Petrol.
That's the plan. If it was anyone else, we'd be doomed. But if anyone can take down the Kraken, it's Petrol. We're gonna act as support. I want all available crew to prepare supply drones to send out. Everyone else will look for survivors. If we find any survivors with working hands, they're gonna help with the drones also. Fortify the macaw. Anything with more than 2 legs is gonna get blasted to Kingdom Come.
Are those guys tomato paste now? Yes. Unless they hit the eject.
Petrol, I'll leave the monster to you. I know you can do this.
I observed some of the monstral behavioral patterns. I can give you a short briefing on what to look out for. The most dangerous thing you should look out for is the main beam. It is extremely powerful and immensely accurate. If you get in its range, the main beam will completely destroy you, even at maximum hull integrity, even through solid walls. Fortunately, the main beam cannon can only be used at long range. If you stay near the monster, it can't use the beam against you. The main beam isn't its only attack. It has a small beam emitter below the main body, and 4 more on its legs. It will attempt to use these to drive you away and into the main beam's range. The leg emitters look fragile. You can try destroying them to gain some breathing room. That's all the advice I can give you.
Here's some advice. Shoot it until it's a big pile of pulpy goo. Send that monster back to where it belongs.
Remember, do not get too far away from it, or you will be vulnerable to its main beam. Well, it's all come down to this. I'm pretty happy to stay with the Cygnus, I think. Yippee-yay. Yeah, fuck it. Do it. Here it comes. It's big, but you can beat it. The second biggest thing you beat. Gotta watch out for these chargers. Beam warning. Oof, ow. Don't do that. That's it. The monster is dead.
Petrol really did it! Of course. Just like I said.
Sapelli's base is all rubble now. I doubt we can salvage anything from there. Please tell me you at least got the communications module. We got it. Iris, could you install the module into my core, please? Sure, just tell me what to do.
So this is it. How long is it going to take to transmit the data?
With the module, the transfer is near instantaneous. My mission has now been completed.
So what happens next? Are you going to call someone to pick you up?
I am not needed anymore. My purpose has been fulfilled. If they need me again, they can simply create another instance of the program. It would be a waste of resources to come out here for me. Ultimately, this place is indistinguishable. Ourant and the entire believe me, you are much happier that way.
That's so. Well, I'm glad we managed to help, but I don't really feel like we just saved an entire planet.
Well, we did stop Sapelli.
Sure, but I mean like a space planet, an alien world. I thought we might get medals or see a victory parade with little green men.
I know it doesn't count for much, but you have my eternal gratitude.
Don't worry, it counts plenty. Still, it's a shame we came out of this empty-handed.
We really should be thinking about the other raiders right now.
Yeah, at least they'll be singing our praises for beating that monster.
But that's not what I meant. They're happy to see the monster defeated right now. But once the high wears off, they're gonna realize we led them across the planet to a treasure that blew up in their faces.
Holy smokes, you're right. We'll get keelhauled if we stay here. Attention all hands. Rig the macaw for immediate departure. Aye aye, Captain.
So, Captain, what's next for us?
I've been thinking. We just saved an alien civilization. Could give this hero thing a serious go. Why not? We've got the best crew. The smartest chief engineer. Our latest recruit is a navigation prodigy. Our pilot is a real top ace. And the leader is the most gallant captain on the planet. Whatever we decide to do, I'm sure we'll be just fine.
The end. And that's it. That is the end of the expansion. I'm curious to see if because the dev, nope. No, actually, this isn't the dev. This is someone else. I have no idea where all the parts are for that other thing, but I guess you can get them. I doubt they're all in the last mission. I don't think that would. But yeah, I think that's good. We're approaching 3 hours. I don't feel like doing any more voice acting. Yeah, that was a very solid expansion. More Gearbits. The crew is fun. I think it's a little strange that I had literally no other pilots with me. But that's cool. The new ones, the new mechs are interesting. There's like, yeah, the regular one that I was using all the time just because it was particularly balanced, and the Cygnus, just because it was really handy and nice. The Eclectus is interesting, but the fact that it burns out its battery so quickly is painful. And then there's also the Spider Tank, which I don't really care for, just because I'm really not very good at using vent module radiators, but it's pretty neat. Raider Ace, ooh. What does this Sarima have? Raider, Nighthawk, and regular. Yeah. Oh, Raider Ace, cool. Nice. Ooh. That's a cool Raider Ace. So yeah, there are a couple things I didn't get. So I didn't realize this until reading a guide, but there is a formally transforming robot. It doesn't transform in the game, and it's been just kind of put together, but you can get all the parts to build it. It's technically the final it's the final robot, or GB. It has built-in weapons. It seems pretty cool. You just need to basically find it in a couple of missions, all the parts, and then I'm assuming that there's one similarly for the expansion. I just don't know where the parts are, and I can't be bothered to look for it myself. But if you want to see it, you could always buy the game. It's like $10 normally, and then the expansion is like $5. So go go buy it. Go support the dev. Thank you for streaming it, Soroka. Thank you. Thank you, Carefree Flyer. Definitely have to check this game out. Awesome. GB, Optimus Brian. Oh no. Thank you for the stream, mate. Thanks for watching. Okay, I think on that note I'm good to stop here. Yeah, my throat's getting a little uh, doing a lot of talking. I'm sorry I couldn't voice everything, but as you saw, the mid-mission cutscenes go really fast, and I can't control the text speed like I can in the pre-mission like visual novel settings. So not much I can do about that. Apologies. Hopefully I voiced enough. Let's quickly talk about what we're doing this rest of the week, and then we'll send off to somebody else. So tomorrow, 7 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time / 10 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, we'll be playing some Resident Evil 4, 2023, so the remake. We are... What if we... Oh, we need to go fight the lake boss. We gotta go fight the monster. So that's the thing, and then that will let us get... That will let us get... That'll let us rescue Ashley. That's pretty important. Anyway, on Saturday, 7 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time / 10 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, we'll be playing some Left 4 Dead 2 with Nash and Del Inu. Most of you know Nash, lovely bunny streamer. And then also Del Inu is a relative newcomer streamer who's been a friend of mine for a while now. So very excited to finally get a chance to hang out on stream with her. Sunday, I won't be streaming. I don't know if there's going to be a Lancer game or not, but I'm going to keep it open. If I don't end up having a Lancer stream, then maybe I'll do something. I don't know. But at this point, right now, just there won't be a stream on Sunday. So pay attention to that. Monday, 7 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time / 10 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, we'll be back with some Final Fantasy IX. We didn't get a chance to play it last stream schedule just because, unfortunately, I was feeling very, very tired. But this time around, fingers crossed, I should be good to go. We'll have a nice Final Fantasy IX stream on Thanksgiving. It'll be great. We beat the Miss Boss, and now we're basically trying to figure out what are the consequences of that. So, if you want to find out for yourself, tune in. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Really, really appreciate you all being here. Really, really appreciate everything, all the support, and I definitely hope that you can go out and check this game out yourself, because it's not very expensive and it is pretty cool. Let's go ahead and see who we want for rate. I don't think Lumi is ending soon, so let's go ahead and raid over to Luminously, who we would typically be playing Valheim with today, but I asked for today off. I don't know why I said it like basically I asked not to do this because I wanted to show you off Gearbits. But we'll be back with more Valheim next week, so that's what we'll be doing. But tomorrow, Resident Evil 4. So until then, hope you all have a great night, and I'll see you back here tomorrow, where we are going to fight a giant fish. Let's go ahead and say hello to Lumi. She runs away from aliens. Here's our raid message as always. Feel free to unlock the emotes here with your channel points. If you don't have enough, then just please feel free to say stroke raid or something, just to let our raid target know that they are being supported. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and see you back here tomorrow. Bye-bye!